morning, y'all. Good morning. What time is it? It's like not even 7. It's probably 7 o'clock. Probably. I don't know. It's like 7:30 at the most. I am at my split right now. I just dropped off my load. Right now I'm currently bobtailed, although I'm stopping because I'm waiting for them to tell me what my next load is. Yes, we have been driving for about maybe 2 hours at the most. But good morning. So I figured while we were waiting on a load, I would just tell you guys something. First, before I tell you guys something, I know I probably put a clip in the video a little bit earlier, but I have vanilla chai tea. I usually put honey in it, but I couldn't find my honey. It probably fell somewhere. I don't know where I put it though. But anyways, I encourage everyone who does have to leave the house, whether it's working or whatever, I encourage you guys to drink something hot or take something hot with you. Most people drink coffee. I would suggest anything hot, even if you just warm up some water instead of taking a traditional water bottle, because sources say that if you drink something hot, it's a precaution step for the virus that's going around, because your stomach acids kill the virus, and your virus normally starts in your throat. So they've been telling people to drink warm liquids, and they say to do it every 20 minutes. So I've just been drinking warm tea, or if I don't feel like tea, I'll just drink some warm water. And I had some maple brown sugar oatmeal. It's just the instant oatmeal. Wasn't really hungry, but I decided since I was warming up some water, I might as well make me some oatmeal too. Anyway, so let me tell you guys what happened. Was it yesterday or before yesterday? It was last night. Let me tell you guys what happened last night. So last night happened like every night. I had my normal night routine. I got ready for bed. I finished my sermon and all that. Fell asleep. I had a really good dream, by the way. I had this very heartwarming dream. Surrounded by people that loved me and things like that. It was just a really good dream. Until I felt like this jiggling movement in my dream. First and foremost, if anybody has this mechanism on their truck where it does auto start and stop, I sometimes have to put my truck on auto start and stop so that it can maintain the temperature in the truck. Otherwise, my truck will shut off. So I felt this jiggling movement, and generally I won't wake up because I know that it's my truck either starting or turning off. But in my dream, I knew that it wasn't either of those things that was going on. And I kid you not, in my dream, like it was a voice in my head saying, somebody hitting your truck again. When I tell you, my eyes flew open, and kid you not, I had peeled back my curtains and somebody was tearing the side of my truck up. Now y'all already know. Oh Lord Jesus, here she go. Here she go. This woman is trying to tell me to move again. Hold on. No.
I need you to park on that side. These are all rented to somebody else. If you park up there, all the way at the front by that porta potty, by that travel trailer, you can save you 2 hours.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry to make you move again.
That's all right. This lady gonna get shot up. She getting on my doggone nerves. This lady keep pulling up in this doggone Honda, telling me to move over and over again. Woo! How this is what you call patience. Cause if I gotta move one more doggone time, this lady done pulled up to me twice already, telling me to move and move again and move again. This lady I mean, literally, this lady has this Honda, and she's just, her job is just to sit in her car and ride around and inspect everything. She don't get out the vehicle. She just keep driving around doing stuff. She go into the mailboxes and, you know, picking stuff out of that. Like, she's just, it's literally not even that big of a yard, and she's just driving around in this blue Honda, and it's just getting on my nerves. I don't even know if it's a Honda. It's just at this point. At this point, I keep seeing her little blue car come around, and I'm just like, she's gonna say something else to me. Anyways, tell me why it was this truck literally rubbing up against my vehicle, trying to back into their spot. This has happened 2 times already before this recent time, so that makes it 3 times. Each time, my hood mirrors was bumped off My first hood mirror was on the right side, on the passenger side. Then my second hood mirror was the driver's side, on the left side. This time, it was my right side again. This just keeps happening. And I'm promising y'all, it's not me. I be parked every single time. This happened at 2 o'clock in the morning. Y'all know I was asleep. Every single time somebody comes and bumps off my hood mirror. Does this happen to y'all? Is this normal? Is this like something that all truck drivers deal with? Because I'm not understanding why. Like, am I getting targeted? Are y'all targeting me? Am I really getting targeted out here right now? My truck is currently winking at everybody. Like, I don't have but one hood mirror. It's like ridiculous. Every single time. Every single time. Y'all can't hit a different part of the truck. Why every single time one of my hood mirrors got to be bumped off? And every single time I have to go and get it replaced, get it put back on. I'm starting to feel like my company think it's my fault. I'm telling you guys, every single time I'm parked in an area where I'm supposed to be parked. I'm not sticking out no way. I'm in between the lines. I'm in the same like length of every other truck, so it's not like I'm poking out and other trucks are behind me. No, I'm parked regular, but my truck gets singled out. And it would be different if I've ever seen somebody else's hood mirror get knocked off. But 3 times, y'all, in less than 5 months, I'm telling you right now, this is ridiculous. Y'all gonna stop hitting my truck. Y'all are gonna stop hitting my truck. Cause this is crazy. This is getting out of hand. At this point, if my calculations are correct, my driver's side hood mirror will be knocked off by the end of June. Because this is at this point a statistic. Stop hitting my truck. What am I doing wrong? And I really feel like my company is starting to feel like, well, are you parked? They ain't never said nothing. But I mean, if it happened 3 times, that's why I want to know, is this normal? Do other people deal with this? It's like ridiculous. So yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that I am once again with one hood mirror on my truck, and so I'm probably gonna have to get that fixed. Yeah. Right now in Oklahoma, they require for you to come in with a vest. So I put this vest on, and they want your tandems pushed to the back, which your tandems is considered your last row of wheels. So you have to push those to the back manually, unless you have a truck that does it automatically. I don't. Then once you come in, they have COVID-19 regulations. It can't be more than 2 of us truck drivers in the building at a time, just because of the whole social distancing thing. So they're having me come down here to pick up a trailer after I drop off my empty. So, see all of these trailers? My load is one of these trailers. Hey guys, Don't mind me. I have these eye patches under my eye, first of all, and they keep sliding down my face. So if they start sliding, just ignore it. But it's pretty late. I don't think I spoke to you guys since the last time I stopped, which was like earlier in the day. It's like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock now. I generally go to sleep around 8, but I'm going to wake up later tomorrow because I only have a couple hours to drive until my clock runs out. So it's no point in waking up at 4 in the morning tomorrow. So I'm gonna sleep in. I just finished watching my sermon and I took some notes and things like that. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things before I go. I wanted to talk to my friends out there who is dealing with anxiety, or maybe you have a rough time falling asleep at night, because that was something that I dealt with. Some of it actually even stemmed from procrastination, because I used to be a big procrastinator. I'm somebody who used to do things last minute all day long. I'm working on it now, but back then I was always like a procrastinator. I got things done, but it was always last minute. But it caused me anxiety at night before I went to bed, because the things I could have gotten done, now it's on my mind when it's time to fall asleep. As well as I generally always have something on my mind, but throughout the day I tend to push it off to the side. But once it comes time for me to get in bed and, you know, wind down, all of the things that I tried to push off to the side are now rushing back into my head. And so you see how that sort of messes with your allotted time to fall asleep. Especially now where I have a strict schedule where I do things according to the time. I'm really trying to work on structure in my life. I don't have time to be up all night, right? So there's been a couple of things that I've done in order to help me to fall asleep. I'm gonna show you guys what I do to help me to fall asleep. Number one, you probably have already heard of it, but I have this spray called the Calming Pillow Spray, and it has lavender and sage in it, and it says it relieves stress and promotes harmony. So at night before I fall asleep, not all the time, because I feel like it can accumulate on your bed, and something about that just doesn't seem all that sanitary. But every once in a while, especially once I put fresh sheets on my bed, I like to spray this on my covers. And the smell, it's not strong where it's like overpowering and you can't help but to inhale straight fumes, but it smells really calming and it's essential for me. I think that this has helped in a way to sort of get my mind off of other things, and it sort of hones in my other senses. It's so weird, but you know, smells are sometimes very therapeutic. So that's one thing that I do. Let me see, where is my other thing? Another thing that I do besides spraying my pillow is I wear a sleep mask. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I wear a sleep mask to sleep. Sometimes it might not even be that I can't fall asleep. Sometimes it's nothing to do with what's on my mind. It is simply that I can't keep my eyes closed. Or it could be sometimes when I have things on my mind, next thing I know, I realize that my eyes have been open for 20 minutes. Where I wear this sleep mask, my eyes are forced closed and I seemingly fall asleep. Even if I have a lot on my mind, the fact that my eyes can't open, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope that it's making sense. Sometimes if my eyes are closed, I can't help but to wind down. So this helps tremendously in the time frame of me falling asleep. I've been able to tell that since me using this, the time that it takes me to fall asleep has been shortened drastically. It generally takes me like 15 minutes to fall asleep now, whereas originally it was probably 30-45 minutes. So this helps for sure. Besides that, one of the last things that I will encourage you guys to do, I don't know if you guys are religious or not or whatever, but this is something that I do. Personally, sometimes when I get into bed, I bring all of the things that have been on my mind into bed with me, the tension and all of that. Even if something's bothered me, like maybe traffic or whatever, all of that emotion comes into bed with me. But lately, especially since me being on this truck, I've made it my mission to watch a sermon before bed. It helps me to wind down. It helps me to come back to the resolve of what it means to be a Christian. It helps me to release that tension that was built up throughout the day. And it helps me to really feel grateful for where I am right now, and to know that the best is yet to come. So I would just encourage you guys, if you have a rough time falling asleep, maybe try restructuring your night routine. Try spraying your pillow down. Try getting a sleep mask. But I would also encourage you guys, if you have the extra time, try watching a YouTube video an hour before bed. Go on YouTube and look up a sermon. You can look up a certain topic, or you can look up a certain church.
Again, if you're new to church, stick around, because the New Testament is so much good news, the New Testament, okay? There's a whole lot of context, but God was given a specific order. And when you read the story, what you'll find out is that Saul, he went in and he did a lot of what God told him to do, but then he didn't do everything God told him to do. In fact, he left the king alive. He didn't kill all the animals. He saved some of the good animals and made a sacrifice to God. And God was so angry that he sent Samuel to rebuke him. Samuel was the prophet. And when Samuel approaches Saul, you got to go back and read it in 1 Samuel chapter 15. But like literally Saul's like, no, I did do what the Lord said. Yet what Saul didn't understand is that to God, partial obedience is still disobedience.
I'll try to link the video that I just watched down below, although I'm not entirely sure how to link things down below just yet. It seems to be a little bit more tricky than I thought, but if I can't, I'll definitely just leave down the title of the video that I watched. But yeah, like, it's definitely something that I would encourage anybody to do, because sometimes the message really hits home, and it's sort of, a lot of times if you pray before or during or after the video, God will ease your heart. I'm telling you, I wouldn't just be saying this for nothing, but it can easily take away the tensions of the day. It's sort of like, just as you would take a shower before bed, watching a sermon, receiving God's word is sort of like cleansing your soul. That sounds real extra, but you get what I'm saying? It's the truth. You feel very like clean when you go to bed. Like you're washing off the day, and you can truly fall asleep with no regrets. So I hope that helped. I definitely love you guys so much, and if there's any thing that I could tell you guys that might help you, I'm looking for it every day. I am not the most wise person out here, but anything to help. So I hope that it helped you guys. If not, definitely leave some advice down in the comments below for others and for me too. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for all of your support. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I don't really think it was all that much that I recorded today, but it was a very slow day. So hopefully the next video will have a little bit more to it, but like I told you guys, it's very repetitious. Is that a word? You know, it happens. The same thing happens over and over and over again. And since we're on quarantine, it's not like I can take an Uber somewhere right now. I don't think that's very safe. So I'm gonna try to figure out some other things. Also, I have a couple of other videos in mind that I plan on doing, especially like a cooking video again. So yeah, some things are going to be set into motion, but for the most part, everybody's been really liking my driving videos. So I'm gonna try to stick with those too. But that's all. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna get ready for bed. But I love you guys so much. Thanks for all of your support. Bye.